football, 3 plays for today, and a bonus college basketball play. So, of course, as always, if you're listening in, give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications. Of course, if you're missing out, it's Friday, December 11th. We'll be back again tonight with our Saturday picks. But hopefully you're being able to listen to this before the games. I am going earlier today than normal because I've got an extra bonus play. So I do have 4 plays, but I have a bonus play, and it's going early in college basketball. So I wanted to make sure everybody had time to get in on it. So hope everybody can join in. But if not, of course, you should be able to listen to this and watch it after the fact. Most importantly, don't forget, put in the comment section who you like for today. As always, that helps us after the fact. Everybody's a winner after the fact. If you don't put your picks down, we can say, hey, we won, but only proof is if you have it in the comments section. So if you have questions, concerns, put it all in the comments section. So I have 2 best bets today that everybody's paying for over at Picks and Parlays. That's in the Arizona State at Arizona game and the Villanova at Georgetown. So we'll cover those games, but we're going to cover those last. We're going to start off with the early game in college football, North Texas at UTEP, what you call a stinker. 2 teams that have beat exactly nobody that matters this year. North Texas, Mean Green, are just 3-5 straight up on the year and 3-5 against the spread. And then UTEP Miners are 3-4 straight up and 4-3 against the spread. And coming into this game, we see North Texas favored by 10 with a total of 64.5. I was a little shocked that North Texas was this favored. I do think they're the better team, but double digits, I mean, I don't think so. I just think this is not that good a team. I think that UTEP is the play here for me. I like UTEP plus 10. I could even see them winning outright just because when you have 2 teams that just aren't very good, I mean, they get in their own way a lot. So to me, but this is similar to that FAU game yesterday where I didn't love it, but this is what we have to bet on tonight in college football. So we have 3 college football games. Of course, the one Marshall game is canceled because of COVID outbreak. So early, I like that North Texas at UTEP. I like UTEP plus the 10 points in this one. But don't forget, put in the comment section who you like for today, and we'll, if need be, we'll comment. If not, other commenters can even comment on your comments. So, and then we go to this late game, Nevada at San Jose State. And this is not a stinker game. This is 2 good teams, 6-1 Nevada versus 5-0 San Jose State. Just remember, about 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago, maybe San Jose State was one of the worst teams in college football. What a season they're having. Both these teams have been good for us bettors too. 5-2 for Nevada against the spread, and San Jose State is 4-0-1 against the spread on the year. Both these teams are under teams too. 2-4-1 for the overs for Nevada, and 1-4 for the overs for San Jose State. Both of these teams, the one worry, I do like San Jose State, -1 here. San Jose State -1, totals 59. I like San Jose State here. I think they're slightly the better team. The one reason why this didn't end up as a premium play for me, even though I think they're the better team and only having to lay 1 point, is I hate teams that don't get a week off after they travel to Hawaii. So they played at Hawaii on the 5th, so last Saturday. Now they play in a short week, nevertheless, on Friday. Granted, they're at home, but I think that's the one worry here. But I do like them. The one slip up on the year, actually, for Nevada was at Hawaii. 2 games ago. So they lost 24-21 at Hawaii. That was kind of the only really confusing loss on the year. So I think San Jose State's the play, but like I said, the one reason why I'm not going big on this game or bigger is because they're coming off that game at Hawaii. And that always, I've just seen it as a bettor and as someone that's watched a lot of not only football, but basketball. You see these teams that come back from playing Hawaii and they just struggle with all the extra travel. Granted, they're on the West in California, so it's not as bad as if some of these other conference teams that have to go farther. But I do like San Jose State either way. They're -1. All right, so we've got one college football and 1 college basketball left, and then I'll have a bonus play in college basketball that goes early. Don't forget, give us that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and make sure you don't miss out on all the stuff we do daily. Of course, I will be back tonight. It will be late night between 10 and midnight Eastern Standard Time to give out my college football Saturday betting picks. So make sure you tune in, and then I'll be on Saturday night to give out the NFL Sunday card as well about the same time. So, All right, let's go to college basketball. Villanova at Georgetown's the game I'm looking at. Nice Big East matchup here. I think it's better than the line suggests. Villanova's favored by 11.5 with a total of 143. And, I coming into the year, I thought Villanova was going to be a top 15 team. I thought they were probably not quite a top 10 team. And I thought Georgetown would probably be in the bottom half of the Big East. But what I've seen so far has not been the case for both of these teams. I think Villanova would be lucky to be a top 20 team most of the year. I just think they're going to struggle at times this year. I think they're talented, but I just think they're going to have trouble putting it all together game in, game out. And I think Georgetown's better than I thought this year. I think they had West Virginia down early in the year in that tournament, and then West Virginia came storming back. And I think West Virginia is very good. And we've seen that in almost upset of Gonzaga on a neutral floor by West Virginia. So I like Georgetown here, plus 11, getting 11.5, getting all these points at home. I just think, if you're Georgetown, every time you face a ranked team or a top team like Villanova, it's a chance to prove that your program's back. And I think they do that tonight. I think they nearly pull an upset here. I like the plus 11.5 with Georgetown at home tonight. So that's what I like for college basketball. My top playing college basketball over at Picks and Parlays. Everybody else is paying for that. You're getting it for free. And then I got one more. Last play, my best bet of the night, Arizona State at Arizona. Arizona State favored by 11.5. Total is totals 55.5. And when I looked at this game, obviously these rivalry matchups are you just can't lay this big number, even though Arizona State is clearly the better team. That's just a ton of points. Arizona has just not been very good this year. So I clearly understand why, because it's a perception thing, that Arizona State's getting this. It opened at 9.5. Now it's 11.5. On the year, Arizona 0-4, both are straight up, and 1-3 against the spread. So I understand it. But Arizona State's only played 2 games. So it's a smaller sample size. And, I know they probably should have beat USC, but that didn't happen. Sometimes teams, I think it's about defense for Arizona State. I think, Herm Edwards has done a good job of changing the culture at Arizona State, where it's not about the high-flying offense that has been here before him. Now it's about the defense. I like what he's done in recruiting and on the defensive side of the ball. I like the under 55.5. I think they'll have no trouble stopping Arizona. I do think Arizona State will score some points. I was thinking like 35-17 type game, and that would get us the under 35-14, 35-17. So if I was going to play it, I would play Arizona State minus the 11.5. But in a rivalry game, I try to stay away from big numbers like this. So under 55.5 is going to be my play in that game. All right, so don't forget, before I give you my bonus play that goes early in college basketball, don't forget, give us that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, but most importantly, be part of the team. Put in the description who you like for tonight. So as you see, Ali likes Arizona plus 11. I wouldn't talk you off of that in a rivalry game. I wouldn't bet it myself, but I wouldn't talk you off of that. So don't forget, share, tell your friends, all that stuff, put it in your groups that you like, all that stuff. But most importantly, share in the comments who you like. Even after this video is over, put in the comments who you like for tonight, this weekend, NFL, whatever. Props, questions, concerns, whatever you've done to do. All right, so then we finish up in college basketball as a bonus play. I really think this early game here with St. John's and Seton Hall, I don't think St. John's should be underdog here. This opened at minus 7.5. Now it's Seton Hall -4 with a total 149.5. I mean, call me crazy. I mean, Seton Hall is just 3-3, and I know they've played a tougher schedule than St. John's, and they're 5-1. But I just think if you look at this, I think St. John's is a little better than what this line suggests, and I think that's why the line has come down. But I still like it, even at the worst number here we're getting it at. I like St. John's +4. I think they could win outright. So it's a nice, maybe even little upset chance here early. That's a bonus play. My top 2 plays, of course, like I said, in the Arizona State game, I like the under 55.5 for the game. And then Villanova at Georgetown, I like Georgetown plus 11.5. My other 2 plays, not quite nearly as probably in order. These would be in order. San Jose State -1, and then UTEP +10. And then, like I said, St. John's as a much smaller play at +4 for tonight. So don't forget, though, share, like, and be a part of the team. So if you put in the comments section after the fact, we can track who does what. Jimmy likes Murray State. Fred likes St. John's +6. I wish I was getting a +6. I see +4. Let's see. Jimmy actually liked the other side, Seton Hall. I also think Marquette's live tonight against UCLA. I just think UCLA is going to be good. I just think it's a few, maybe half the season before we see this really talented UCLA to start to really pull together. And we know Mick Cronin is not the greatest game day coach, so kind of like Marquette in that one as well. So, all right, one more recap in order of how I like him tonight. Under 55.5 in the Arizona State-Arizona game. I like Georgetown +11.5 against Villanova. I like San Jose State -1. UTEP +10. And then a real small play on going early tonight, St. John's +4. Maybe a little late action with Marquette plus the points. So, all right, guys, put in the comments who you like. And don't forget, we'll be back later tonight on Friday night to give out Saturday college football picks between 10 and midnight. So make sure you stay tuned, and we'll be back